Hey, welcome back. I'm Audra from Chica Co. And today we're decoding pet food labels to find those hidden carbs. Think your pet food is carb-free even though it says on the front of the packet grain-free? Think again. Let me show how to hunt down those hidden fillers and calculate how much carbohydrate is actually in your pet's food in 2 minutes or less. Now, the first thing to note, step one, is why do carbs even matter? Cats and dogs aren't built for high-carb diets. Studies show cats have virtually no amylase, which is an enzyme, in their systems. They simply cannot make it like we can, making carbs hard, if not impossible, for them to digest. And, well, dogs do better with meat-based foods. There are literally hundreds of studies proving this. They too have the ability to produce far less amylase, the enzyme, needed to break down and digest carbohydrate. Excess carbs can cause weight gain or diabetes in both cats, dogs, and unfortunately us. So carbs should play little or no role in our pets' diets. They don't need them. Their bodies cannot use them effectively. And as for grain-free foods, all the grains are replaced with beets, legumes, or soy. These are all excellent sources of plant-based proteins. But our animals' bodies treat these just the same as grains. They are in fact also a carbohydrate. Don't be fooled into thinking there's no carbs in there because there's no grain. There was a really interesting study done in Canada a while ago on working sled dogs. These guys are the super athletes of the dog world. They can run and pull heavy loads for hours without tiring. There were 2 teams of test dogs and they were fed a high-carb diet for a week leading up to the trial and on the morning of the run. That is, they were fed a good quality kibble. All of the 24 dogs, that's 6 teams in total, all of similar age, ran slower times on the course and showed more fatigue and a slower recovery rate in comparison to the data from the exact same teams of dogs tested 2 weeks later. And you guessed it, they were fed on a high meat-based diet minus all the carbs. Don't just take my word for it, it's a scientific fact. Carbs in means your pets will never be functioning at their best. And because I could not unsee this, and my mind easily goes on tangents, thanks to my friend AI, he's a generated image of a team of sled cats. Absolutely ridiculous, but I have to post it up there. Now, the next step, read the label and do some really simple maths. Check the guaranteed analysis panel for protein, fat, fibre and moisture. Most of the time, the moisture is never stated on a label of dry kibble, but it's always between 8 and 11%. So to make it easier, maths makes my brain hurt, which you would know by now, round it up to 10%, okay? The amount of carbs and what remains after these percentages are all added up. So here's an example. This one's a very expensive dry dog food. It contains 21% protein, 19% fat, 1.1% fibre, and I'm going to add in that 10% moisture content. Add them up, 21 plus 19 plus 1.1 plus the 10 comes to a grand total of 41.9. So subtract from 100. 100 minus 41.9 equals 59. That's actually 59% carbohydrate in that bag. Now, where will you find these panels? So grab the bag, this one I prepared earlier. Generally speaking, you'll find them together. Often they hide them around the corner, so it's easier, it's harder to do your research. You've got your ingredient list and your guaranteed topical analysis or your guaranteed analysis panel there. They're on every food product by law. If they're not on whatever you're picking up and having a look at it, don't buy it. So, nearly 59%. That's super high for a dog. And for this bag of delight, it will set you back, here in Australia, $58 just for 2 kilos of the stuff. And for those following along here and have checked out the ingredient list, here's the carbs written in plain sight. But there's a sneaky hidden one, beet pulp. So, 4 of the 5 main ingredients are carbs, and this brand has been so transparent, how very kind of them, they've even stated that 48.1% of those carbohydrates are rice-based. How lovely. I am paying $29 a kilo, nearly, for rice that my dog will gain no benefit from nutritionally. And this one's a prescribed medicinal food. I've done another whole video on this topic. Check it out. I've linked it below. Now, here's a wet food example. This one's a tin food for cats, but obviously it's applicable for tinned dog food as well. So, 9% protein, 2% fat, 82% moisture. If the moisture isn't listed, usually allow 80%, so round it just down. Maths again, too hard. 80% is great. Crude fibre is counted as a carb in here as well. So you had your 9, your 2, your 82, and that comes to 91. Subtract from 100, and that leaves a remaining 8% carbohydrate. This is fairly high considering cats are obligate carnivores. And check out the ingredients. You can see wheat gluten, this is used to bump up the percentages of protein, and cornstarch modified, whatever that means, I've got no idea. Then there's a little further down in and there's our old favourite, soy flour. This one's known to wreak havoc with cats' hormonal and urinary tract systems. Avoid. Well, there you have it. The super quick and easy way to work out what's really in that food. High carbs, totally ditch that choice. See, I told you, 2 minutes or less, super simple. I'd love you to try this out next time you're out shopping and share your findings in the comments below. You want more tips? Please visit Chica Co and check out my nutrition courses. And hit that like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe for more practical info like this.